Thank you, thank you. Yeah, as first, did anybody go to the Candyland Christmas thing? How was it? How was it? Was it lit? No, so thanks for being here tonight. Like Chris said, I'm pretty new to this, so this is the second time I've done stand up here at the Wallace Theater. Actually, the first time I did any sort of comedy was on stage at Town Acres Elementary School in the 1993 talent show. That was, if you remember, that was the school year that the election happened, and like every 7 or 8 year old, I was staying up late and watching Saturday Night Live every week. And basically, I ripped off Dana Carvey's Ross Perot impersonation thing. I went all out, slicked my hair back, taped my ears forward, had charts depicting the size of Americans' ears. Yeah, but I blame the school system because that was before they emphasized plagiarism as the worst thing you can do, more than sexual assault. So, yeah. But yeah, so the first time I was gonna do stand up, I was kind of thinking, okay, what am I gonna do my bit about? So, I started thinking, started looking online, and one of the things that they said that beginning comics can always go to dating as a topic because it's something that everybody relates to. Well, I think whoever posted those online things didn't live in a city the size of Johnson City. I know Johnson City was recently voted best place for young singles to live. That in Washington County, in Washington County. But I think, I've taken a statistics class, and there's 70, 80 people in here. I don't like those odds. But most of the dating stories that I say are kind of about me anyway. I used to tell all these stories to my friends, and they always laughed. And which now that I say that out loud, friends laughing at my dating stories. That's not. I don't know how I feel about that. But and it was never anything like egregious. It was never anything like an insult or anything really bad. So I'd just gotten out of this long-term relationship this one time, and this was back when online dating you had to pay for. And so the first date I went on was I met this person for lunch in Asheville. Things were going good, conversation, was good. And then she asked me, "Do you have any pets?" And I was like, "No, I live in a small apartment, but once I move to a house that has a yard, I'd like to get a dog. What about you?" And she said, "No, but I'd like to get chickens." Now, chickens to me are a farm animal. A pet, generally speaking, is something that you would like to pet. And when she said chickens, I understand the appeal. A lot of people like to have them, for the eggs, for whatever. And, so I asked her, I was like, "Have you ever been around chickens?" And she said, "No, have you?" Now, I've got a lot of relatives that live on farms, and I've been around chickens. And so, in my head, I'm, telling her, chickens pretty messy, and they can be pretty mean. But somewhere between my brain and my mouth, that turned into chickens are stupid. So she kind of sunk down in her chair a little bit. I was a little surprised, a few days later when, I called her to ask her out again, that she said no, which that was also, I eventually learned that calling is essentially asking somebody to marry you. You have to text these days. But yeah, stories like that is something that, just in my head just really shoots me in the foot. Another story, and this is, again, not that bad, But a couple months ago, I was trying to arrange to have some drinks at this place downtown, and I realized there was 2 locations, which for you fact checkers, I'm talking about Holy Taco. But so I texted her. I was like, "Shit, I forgot. There's 2 locations. Let's go downtown." But my phone changed shit to Crackers. I'm not sure why. So I changed it back, and it corrected me again to Crackers. Now, changing a word back to a curse word is kind of awkward already, but I changed it back, and then it corrected me a 3rd time, and I thought, my phone listens to me all the time anyway. Based on the ads that I'm getting, it knows knows a lot about me. Maybe it knows better what to say to women than I do. So I just went with it and sent it. I didn't think, I was like, what's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen was she texted and be like, I'm not sure this is the right idea for us to meet. You're giving me pet names already, and we've not even met. Right, so that, never even happens. But no, the phone, I know the joke is that, phones listen to you for the ads. You can talk about something and the next day, like, it shows up on your ads. Like, have y'all had that happen? Yeah, it's pretty creepy, right? I think I started making it a point to tell people about this so much that, like, Amazon has started to troll me a little bit. With the ads that I'm getting. Did you know that there's such thing as canned bread? There is. I'm not, I like to ski. I'm not somebody that goes skiing all the time, but it suggested that I get a $1,000 pair of diamond encrusted ski goggles. There's also, does anybody remember the Tower 200 fitness thing? The thing that you put on your door frame? It's like, got a door, got a gym. That was the commercial. Very similar to that, except it's like a traction device for, your cervical spine, which the picture made it look like a guy was hanging himself. I'm not sure why it thought that I wanted that, but, if Amazon is like, like a car salesman, like a Tesla or, something like that, or a pharmaceutical rep or something like that, then Etsy is kind of like, the woman that works at the craft store that's always reading like 50 Shades of Grey. So I started leather crafting recently, and so Etsy's a good place to look at for patterns. And so that's where the pattern for these came. So, yeah. That's my time. Thank you.
All right, keep it going for Sam Bailey. Yeah. All right. Second time doing stand-up comedy here. Excellent work. All right, we're going to get another comic up here. It's also newish to the stand-up scene. This is a very funny lady. She's been in the improv group for quite a while. And so I want to welcome to the stage Jennifer Tasso.
Yeah, second time also doing stand-up. So I quit my job recently. Thank you. I just thought it was a natural next step in my progression to become a professional comic. No, actually, there was a couple of reasons why. I'd like to tell you about those. I was working a customer service job. So I was at home answering the phone. And if you've ever done a job like that, you know that it's terrible. Just horrible. And I knew the moment when I had to say it was enough. I had this call. This gentleman says, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm wearing a mask." Do you need a visual? I don't know why he couldn't hear me, but I wanted to say, I think it's really just because you're stupid. So yeah, that job just really played on my mental stability. So I thought, what better thing for my mental health than to quit my job and spend 3 weeks on a road trip with my dad. If you've never spent 3 weeks in a car in a hotel room with a 74-year-old Italian man, let me tell you, don't do it. No, I love my dad. He's awesome. I'm not going to go into detail about our family dynamics, but just to give you a little tiny background. He's from New Jersey, and when he was a young gentleman, said to himself, I want to be able to go to college and get an education and not be distracted. So I'm going to go to one of the worst places on earth, Bangor, Maine. I guess I have to be a little bit grateful for that decision because he met my mom there, so without that I wouldn't exist. So thanks, Dad. So part of this trip was he was doing some work, and we were going to go on a little bit of a nostalgia tour, go through his university and my hometown where I grew up. And I grew up in New Hampshire. I was born in Maine, so I'm a New Englander originally. But being from New England and going to the farthest eastern reaches of Maine is very different. Even COVID was like, fuck no, we're out of here. Who has Bluetooth in their car? Hey, it's a great feature. You're driving along, ring, ring, hello, and you just keep driving down the road while you talk on the phone, right? This is my father. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hello? Dad, it's on Bluetooth. You don't need to hold. Hello? Goodbye. I experienced that probably at least a half dozen times or more. It cracked me up. Oh, yeah. So I did some other traveling as well, though, besides that. I went to Nashville for the first time. Yeah. My two takeaways from Nashville are, one, it's very, very loud. Yeah, I wore earplugs to walk down the street. I'm a little hard of hearing. And the second thing I noticed was there are a lot of homeless people there. A lot. But when you're in a big city with a lot of homeless people, you got to really make yourself stand out amongst the homeless crowd, right? I found my favorite homeless man in all of America. Most homeless people, you'll be sitting on the street corner, and they'll have a little sign, need food, whatever. This gentleman must have taken, I would guess it was a refrigerator box, and cut it open and had a giant cardboard display. Was he asking for food? No. Was he asking for money for food? No. His sign says, saving up for a hooker. I appreciate his honesty. However, where he lost me was next to it, it said, don't cock block. Now let's talk about that phrase for just a second here. The idea of cock blocking is when you do something intentional to prevent the cock from reaching its desired destination. Yes, can we all agree on that? Okay. So if I'm not giving you money, if I choose not to donate to your particular cause, I'm not really actively preventing you from your goal. Now, if I were to reach in and take that money you've gotten out, yeah, I'd be a cock blocker. No. So speaking of cocks, I went into a gas station bathroom. When you see those little notes, cover good time, call this number. Has anybody ever called one of those numbers? Yeah, you have. Yeah. Well, I saw this one, but it wasn't just a note. There was an actual little diagram next to it, too. Think about that big. And I thought, this person should know. If they didn't write this, they should know. So I snapped a picture. I'm like, I'm going to text this person with a screenshot. Hey, did you write this? And if so, is this drawing to scale? Because I don't think that's going to be a really good time. Oh, you guys. So in my unemployment and my desire to try to, not spend as much, be a little more frugal, I went to Aldi for the first time the other day. Actually wasn't that bad, but I went with a friend, and as we were leaving, he said, "See, easy in, easy out, real cheap." And I said, "Oh, like a Vegas hooker." I was pretty proud of myself. And he said, "Actually," this is where I get corrected, as apparently his friend has told him that the cheapest hookers are in Cambodia. So if you're looking for a good time, go to Cambodia. Apparently, hookers there cost the equivalent of about 25 cents. There you go. So, next time you're on vacation, like, ooh, a quarter. I could get a gumball, or I could get a Cambodian hooker. Work my jaw or work her jaw? Or what? Oh, now he's quiet. I think he called somebody for a good time, and he's got his... Yeah. Guys, that's my time. I hope you had a good evening.
All right, keep it going for Jennifer Tasso. Yeah. By the way, I agree, Jennifer. Say no to cock blocking, 100%. Yeah. All right, we're going to bring our next comic up here. This guy has been in entertainment most of his adult lifetime as a musician, as a DJ, and now as a stand-up comic. I want to welcome to the stage, Phil Taylor.
You guys having a good time tonight so far? All right, I always do this disclaimer at the beginning. I do a lot of dark humor, so there is a chance you guys are going to turn on me. And if you do, that can be fun too. So we'll find out what happens. So I was watching TV, and I guess the big controversy right now is masks in school. And I was watching a Catholic principal at a Catholic school was saying that they were very much for masks in school. They said they want to protect the kids, and she kept saying they want to protect the kids, which I found odd since it was a Catholic school. So this is like the fourth time I've been here, so I feel like you guys are family now, so I feel like I can tell you guys everything, so I'm going to spill it out for you. I want to, right now on this stage, come out of the closet as an asshole. And it's not easy. I know some of my friends here are saying, Phil, we know. But this is more for me because I need to get this out. It hasn't been easy. There is a lot of assholeophobes out there. You see them running around. They say things like, I could tell that guy was an asshole the first time I seen him. Like we all look the same. I mean, no. Or at the best, women are the worst. And they do this on social media all the time. They'll go, I'm looking for a nice guy. I don't want any more assholes. I know they're lying, and they're going to pick us, but it still hurts, right? So, and a lot of people think that you choose to be an asshole. Like, we would choose this lifestyle. Yeah. I mean, you're born an asshole, and you can tell this by watching. You can watch 2-year-olds play together, and you can pick out the asshole right away. Did you guys know we have a flag? I mean, it's not as pretty as some of the other flags. It's a solid white flag with a brown tread mark down the center. I'm not sure who picked that out. And we had a parade, too, once. Come to find out, gathering a bunch of assholes together is a bad idea. And it's true that we can tell our other kind, you know what I mean? Like I have a asshole dar. I'm looking out in this crowd right now, and it's going off like crazy. There's a lot of pronouns you can use. Let's see. You can call me a jerk, a prick, dickhead. I don't prefer that one, though. Douchebag. So if you guys are wondering what you should call me, all those fit. You guys can laugh at that. It's kind of weird if you don't. Now I'm just making fun of myself. So it takes you a while to figure out you're an asshole. It don't happen all of a sudden. I remember when I was a kid, I had my first girlfriend at the same time I was saving up for a motorcycle. I was like 15, 16 years old. And she was perfect. Like my dream girl, pretty, good personality. The only thing about her was her birthday fell 2 days after Christmas. So the only logical thing for a responsible 15-year-old to do was dump her. I'm not completely heartless, though. I did try to get her back after Valentine's Day, and it didn't work out. It was an awesome dirt bike, though. See, so this is where you guys might turn on me right here. So I was watching TV the other day, and I'm a generous guy. I like to give a lot of money to charity, and they had a Make-A-Wish telethon on TV, which was great. I was like, oh, this is something I might want to donate to. They said, we give kids anything they wish, and they showed them in Disney World. They showed them with their best celebrity, whoever they wanted, sports actors, all this stuff. I thought it was great. I was like, man, but I got a little bit confused, because if they give them their wishes, I just figured they wish they didn't have cancer. All right, I liked you guys. I was worried about that setup. Really worried about that setup. So if you're okay with that one, I'll tell you the next one. I was at the grocery store earlier today, and I was in line. I was checking out, and they asked me, do you want to round up to the nearest dollar to give money to kids with cancer? And I thought about it for a second, and I was like, I can't do that. If they get better, I'll lose half my set. All right, so my friend tells me all kinds of crazy things. He always has these facts, and I don't believe half of them. He told me a fact today, and you might have heard it. He said, do you know the average person swallows 7 spatters in their sleep in their lifetime? And I got to ask you, who is watching people sleep long enough to document how many spatters crawl in their mouth in their entire lifetime? I mean, what kind of asshole watches a spatter crawl into someone's mouth and does not wake them up? And how do you apply for this job? I think I'm qualified. You guys have a good night.
All right, keep it going for Phil Taylor. Man, that guy really is an asshole. Man, I don't think I can be friends with him anymore. All right, so we're gonna get our next comic up here. This guy is lots of fun. He's a video producer. He also is a surfer, and he also performs with the Boomtown Improv Comedy Crew. This guy is hilarious. Welcome to the stage, Conrad Kasem Jr.
Thanks, guys. Oh, wow, what a warm welcome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, Phil, you are an asshole. Shit. I don't even know why I'm friends with you. What? So, guys, I'm Conrad, and, wait, what? What'd you say? What? An asshole though. Oh, yeah, I am. I hate you. I hate your guts. So I'm Conrad, and, guys, I've been divorced almost 3 years now. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, I need some more positive reinforcement on her sleeping with her boss and having a baby. Bitch. What? That's okay. I don't care. But I'm in the dating scene, so it's been fun. It's been nice. It's given me some material as a comic. And I'm talking to all you ladies out there, and you guys are absolutely so adorable and so cute when you laugh. No, I'm not even kidding. When you you have like this, I just love it. I hear a girl laugh and my Peter's like, let's see. You know? And you guys got like all sorts of laughs. So especially when you reach out and you touch like my arm or like my inner thigh. Yeah. I love it. I love it. So I was dating this chick for about an hour. It was like the same amount of time my Apple Watch told me to stand. I gotta breathe now. So I met this chick, and then I introduced myself, and she introduced herself, and she asked me what I did for a living, and I wanted to be cute and funny and charming, so I said, I'm brown. And then it was weird. There was something a little odd about her. She laughed. She laughed like this. So I said, I'm brown, and she went. Oh wow. I was like, no one fucking laughs like that. Who laughs? So I thought it was a fluke. I was like, oh, she's probably nervous. She didn't want to fart, so she laughed like that. So I tested her. I wanted to see if she laughed like that again. So after I said, I'm brown, and then she laughed. I said, so what are you? Are you like some ear, nose, throat doctor? And she said, no. And I didn't make her laugh, so I was fucking pissed. She didn't laugh. But she said, I'm a massage therapist, and I just got my license, and I got some clientele now, and I'm making a lot of money. And I was like, oh my God. I was genuinely kind of proud. Like, I was like, wow, you must have really worked hard to pass those exams and get all your oils and your table, and you must have worked really hard. And I even said, I was like, I'm proud of you. That's freaking awesome. And on the inside, I was like, she probably gives an amazing hand job. Oh my God, guys, sorry. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. Did you guys eat? I hate people. Did you eat a lot? Fucking duh. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving. What the hell? So I'm Filipino, and my parents are Filipino, and I didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving like you guys. It was a little traumatic. Can I tell you about it? Or yeah, it's I know, no, it was hard growing up. I didn't have any friends because no one wanted to come over, and it was the cooking. My mom is like, Filipino Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Filipino mom that just had to cook all the time. So we didn't have, the traditional Thanksgiving food, like the mashed potatoes with the brown gravy. We had fish head, tail, and surprise soup. Warms the belly. Smells like pussy. No, I would walk downstairs in the kitchen and be like, did a gangbang just fucking happen down here, Mom? Why does this smell like, so instead of, big, juicy, savory, mouth-watering turkey, we had dog. Max! Mom, where's Max? That is so racist. I'm kidding. We didn't have dog. We had cat. Psst, psst. Boots. Where the fuck is Boots? Now that's racist. And so instead of, warm apple pie, or pumpkin pie with a dab of whipped cream on top. Filipinos, we have a, where the fuck are you going, asshole? You just got up and left in the middle of my joke. I'm a little heartbroken, a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So instead of pumpkin pie with a dab of whipped cream, Filipinos, we have a dessert called halo halo, and it's shaved ice mixed in with some creamy milk on top of some fruit. Sounds good, right? What it looks like a bunch of Filipino men jizzed all in a fucking fruit bowl. That's what it looks like. Oh God. Mom, I don't want that, Ma. Conrad, you go eat the jizz. You go. Ma, I don't want that. Guys, that's my time. Thank you. Thank you so much for the laughs. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm short. My strides are not as big as y'all's. Sorry about that. Thunder and lightning over here do not let me go too fast. But hello, I'm Daphne Stone. What I want to talk to y'all about was the culture shock that I went through leaving Cincinnati, Ohio, and I went to Nelsonville, Ohio, which is about 3 hours east. Nelsonville, Ohio was really great, except for you could count the black people that was there. That was the only bad thing. That's it. I was like number 6 out of like 12. And it's okay, because like 5 of them was in a family, so I was just like brought in to the families. Oh, it's a new nigga over here. Yes, it is. But I'm proud to say, white people done taught me a lot. I know how to hunt. Yup, you damn right. I know how to hunt. I know how to golf. I search for mushrooms. I don't like to eat them though. No. Like they look really pretty when you pick them up because you're just like, oh, it's a mushroom. It's like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna light this joint and just let you do you. But I ain't gonna lie, I will shoot a deer myself, but it's very hard to gut it. It's a lot of blood. It's a stanky smell. But I just have a lot of anger in my body. And one white boy let me crick the neck. He was like, ugh. He let me do it. And I was super happy about that. I'm like, you do not know how to let out anger until you shoot something, and to make sure it's dead, you gotta hit that motherfucker. Okay? White people taught me a lot, and I love it. I embrace every bit of it. I was blonde for a while. I was. I have no shame in that. But no, so when I was living in Nelsonville, Ohio, I did not know it was such a common thing to just like get bats and different animals and shit in your house. So I'm living in bumfuck Egypt somewhere, okay? My closest neighbor is like 5 miles down the road, and I loved it, okay? Like, I could have sex on my front porch and wouldn't nobody know it because you're not looking over there. So I wake up one morning, and my cat was the one who woke me up, and she's looking at something in the corner. She's just staring at it. And my cat's name is Bonnie. She's really cool. She's looking at this thing in the corner, and she does not take her eyes off of it at all. And I'm like, damn, I guess another spider got in. Like, that's fine, you know? And I go about my day. This thing sleeps for like a full 24 hours before the next day I wake up. My cat is still fucking staring at this thing in the wall. And I was like, oh shit, I see it breathing. I had to look at it for a second. If you ever see something in your house that you're not very comfortable with, stare at that motherfucker for a minute. That motherfucker start breathing, you call a man. And that's what I did. So I call my guy DJ. He's really cool. I met him at the bar. Literally, we had one bar. It was called the Ice House Tavern. It was really great. I was literally the only black woman that ever went in there. And the bikers embraced me. Okay? I'm a bad bitch. But anyways, DJ come over to the house. I tell him, I say, hey, there's something in my corner. It's breathing. I don't like it. And the cat is not scared, but she can't get to it. So I can't, like, I need help. Like, I need a man. It's like, I need a man moment, right? So he comes over, I shit you not, okay? I've known DJ at this point for maybe 2 years. And I open up the door, and this motherfucker standing at my front door. In one hand is a fly swatter that has the electricity, right? You know, he'd be like, yeah, oh shit, right? And in the other hand, he's got a gun. I open up the door, I say, what the fuck is this? He was like, how you want this motherfucker handled? I'm the black one. I'm the black one. That's my line. But I looked straight at him and I said, I only been living in this place for like a year. I want my deposit back. It was like $500. You know what I'm saying? I need that $500 back. The cat ain't fucked up none of the blinds, all right? The walls ain't scratched up. Like, my baby cool. She be chill. I say, go kill it with the fly swatter with the electricity. Because you know when a gnat touch it, it be like, zzz, it fuck you up. You ever touch one? Oh, shit. Hurts a little bit. So I take the gun away from him because I want my fucking deposit back. And I just kind of put it on the coffee table, and I send him into my bedroom, and the cat's in there with him. And all you hear is just like this, such a commotion, just like, rah, rah, rah. Like, I don't know what the cat is assisting in, but I hear, I hear DJ and Bonnie in there getting this bat together, okay? And I'm just outside, just like, I just want my deposit back. And I'm like, oh no, what is he gonna put it in if he kills it? Like, so I like grabbed a sheet. It was like my favorite sheet, you know. Got it, this sheet, I had it on my dorm room bed, so I wasn't really ready to let go of it, you know, even though I'm in my own place now or whatever. But I let him throw it away in there. But man, those spiders and bats and shit that get in your house, you can't let them rule you, okay? You have to assert dominance wherever you are. Okay, whether you're at the bar or in the house, these animals need to know that you have the upper hand, okay? But living in the country, it really opened my eyes, man. There's a lot of racist people in the world, and I don't really want to talk about them because, you know, like, they suck a lot of dick, and I don't really need all that negativity in my life. But the ones who are not racist, I tell you, they will open your eyes, okay? Anytime you see a black person that look like they make eye contact with you and you're like, nah, they don't want to kill me. Let me go say hi. Do it. If they don't look like they don't like you, go say hi. I tell you, it ain't just seasonings and clothes with us, okay? It's more. It's more, okay? I got hair secrets. Like, man, if it wasn't for me, a lot of my transgender friends would not have the wigs that they have. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because, oh my God, I tell you, I seen my one friend, he went from Eric to Erica. And I tell you, like, man, like, I can see where your real hair is. That's not how you wear it. I got your back. I don't care who you is. Or if you ain't black, I got your back. Always. And make sure you always have everybody's backs. No matter where you go, because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know if they just feel really lonely in the world. Because I tell you, when I was in Nelsonville, Ohio, I was super lonely. Because I was like, the black people don't even want to fuck with me. You know? So that's how I became a golfer, a hunter, a frog gigger, a mushroom hunter. Okay? I bow and arrowed a fucking squirrel, won't eat it. And I have no shame at all. Make sure you just love all of your country people, and you love all the people from the hood too, because I tell you, I showed them a little something, you know? I showed them a little something with some collard greens, maybe, I don't know.
This guy's done comedy all over the Tri-Cities area. He's doing comedy at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club right now in Bristol. I want to welcome to the stage, Joey Gray.
Hell yeah, what's going on, Johnson City? Got to open up my notebook here with my quarter-pointed water. And, God, I got to apologize right off the rip, man. I fucking went to Golden Corral with my family for Thanksgiving. I feel like dog shit still. And these guys are laughing because they know it's fucking true. I sent pictures and everything. I was like, God damn, what am I doing here, man? Yeah, it's been tough, dude. If my timing's a little off, I'll be... Anyways, so the fucking Facebook metaverse, dude. What the fuck is going on there? Anybody know? I'm too goddamn stupid. I don't know. Dude, I would like to act like I know, but at the same time, somebody's like, here's this vaccine for a global pandemic. I'm like, nah. And then they're like, Travis Scott's a Satanist. And I'm like, I'm listening. What? Tell me more. I'd like to know, man. But no, seriously, dude, if fucking Zuckerberg fucks up me killing 13-year-olds on Fortnite, I'm coming for him, dude. And that's all I'm going to say on that because my phone's going to catch on fire in a second, all right? No, seriously, okay, did you guys see all the shit about him? It was like some weird psyops where it was Sweet Baby Ray's with Zuckerberg. Did you all see that? There was all kinds of videos where there was Sweet Baby Ray's in the background. And I'm telling you that's a psyop because, dude, he's saying sweet baby brains. He's fucking harvesting adrenochrome, and it's almost like somebody put a chip in my body that makes me say shit like that. Nah, man. Fucking Facebook, though, dude. It's wild. There's people on there. It's a public forum that some people treat as their private diary, right? Right? You all know. It's called a Facebook rant, right? And they say rant over at the end. I'm going to do it at the end of my set if I remember. But, nah, dude, that's where the only thing I've ever gained off of a Facebook rant is, like, I probably shouldn't go to the club that weekend because Brittany with an I and Tiffany with an I are going to be fucking throwing hands. Right? Yeah, dude, throwing hands. I imagine mannequin pieces laying everywhere. That's a stupid fucking joke. I wrote it a long time ago, and I refuse to let it go, dude. I told you, dude, the fucking... Yeah, dude. Okay, so fucking Brittany with I, Tiffany with I. Another thing on Facebook you see is a bunch of goddamn stupid questions. Let me tell you. There was one I saw the other day, and it said, I bet you can't name a state that doesn't have the letter A in it. Yeah. And I commented, and I was like, Alaska. This shit's hard, dude. And then I'm not going to lie, my cousin on that same post was like, we live in Tennessee, dumbass. And I was like, no, you're the dumbass. You're the one. You're the fucking idiot, dude. Oh, jeez. And, you see the other stupid way is what has ears but doesn't listen? Anybody? Me. I appreciate that. That was good. No, but it was like a bunch of dudes saying, my wife. And... that's what they were saying, and I did a little research, and survey says, white guys. And 100% of them were white guys, and 84% of those had a banner that said Trump 2024. I don't know. Hey, the math does itself. Oh, jeez. And then you also see there's these split accounts. It's somebody tries to fit two first names into the first name, and then whoever's last name they pick, like Brittany and Dakota. You know what I mean? Somebody's cheating, right? I mean, let's be real here. Is it Brittany or Dakota? Because I know that doesn't count, but it's in there, and I fucking refuse to ignore it. Okay? And I don't understand how that works. You've got somebody, it's like split Netflix account. I had to come over to the wall to tell the joke. Forgive me. It's like a split Netflix account, The one person can be on it and the other person can't, I imagine. So, the guy's just like, hey, honey, are you on the Facebook again? You're taking selfies. Are you sure you're not talking to Miguel? No? Okay, well, when you get done, I need to bitch at some people on Marketplace. Dude, fucking Marketplace. That place is savage, dude. If you go to Marketplace, you better come correct. I'm telling you, dude, that shit is savage as fuck. Because, listen, I like to go on there, too. I'm not going to lie. It's a great show. I saw one guy, he offered someone $250 or whatever the fuck it was. It was way less than what the guy offered. And then the guy replied, and he said, I'll trade you for your running shoes. And I was like, that's weird. Do a little research. The guy was in a wheelchair. Yep, I'm a piece of shit because I laughed really hard. I was like, God damn, that is tough shit, man. Another thing you see, it's great. It's a newer thing. A lot of guys are saying last night was a movie, right? You see that a lot? No, it's fucking frat guys. I'll go ahead and spoil the joke for you, okay? Last night was a movie. They're acting like it was something that it wasn't. Like last night was a movie. Well, was it a snuff film because you fucking drugged somebody, dude? That's not cool, you know? I'm gonna act it out a little bit. Here's act one, all right? First, they put up the plastic, okay? A little plastic in the basement. Maybe they paint the stairs black so nobody can find the way back up, right? And then, oh shit, hold on. Here we go. All right, yeah. I'm ready to get some pussy. Like, dude, I'm gonna be drowning in pussy just all over the place, dude. It's gonna GHB a great time. Oh, dude. And listen, drown in pussy is the funniest fucking thing. So nobody has actually been able to drown in pussy since Ed Gein made labia soup. Listen, I know it's dark, dude. That's what goes on in here. All right? Act two, all right? What's up, bitches? What's up? Oh, fuck. And they walk through the fucking rejection like the Terminator, just like taking bullets, you know what I'm saying? and that's because nothing hurts as bad as your parents dropping you off at boarding school, okay? I'm sorry, guys. It's just a hard-hitting issue. And listen, I didn't really write anything for Act 3, but the deleted scenes go something like, fucking bitch. Didn't she know my dad's a lawyer? Great.
All right, we're going to get our next comic up here. This guy is super accomplished. Amazing comment. Hilarious guy. This guy has won awards for his comedy. He's going to be opening up for Chris Kattan in a couple of weeks. Hello. I want to welcome to the stage Brian Morden.
Thank you, Wallace. So many fucking steps here. God almighty. Johnny, where do I need to put this, man? Yeah, okay, all right. So I'm dragging a little bit, guys. I've not been sleeping well. Anybody have insomnia? Yeah, it's fucking the worst because it's one of those things too. The more you try to not have it, the worse it is, you know. And I don't understand it either because during the day I'm very task oriented in my mind. I go from thing to thing, and I don't deep think about too many things. But when I go to bed and I lay down, my mind is all of a sudden like, hey, where do oxen live? I don't know that I've seen an ox in real life. I love orange marmalade. Marmalade. That's fun to say. What if I was born in Idaho? I think that would suck to be from Idaho. But I do love potatoes. One night, I just, if you can't sleep, you just get up, right? So I got up, turned on the TV, and I'm flipping through the channels, and I come across women's curling. Have you guys seen curling before? Yeah, right. So it was kind of relaxing, actually. It was very, therapeutic when I'm trying to sleep, but I still don't completely understand it. But what I figured out is that, when they get up there and they just slide and they release that stone at just the right time, the right speed, I figure the release is pretty important, right? And so I'm thinking these women must be extraordinary athletes. Because I've never known a woman in my life that could let go of anything. I mean the sweeping. I get the sweeping, right? Yeah, it's just genetics. Yeah. Women don't love that one. One night I reach over my phone. You ever start scrolling like in your phone, you can't sleep at night, and I'm on Instagram, and I got this direct message from a pretty attractive lady. I mean, I know her. I didn't know her well, and I was like, hold on, this is interesting. So I responded back, and she immediately replied. It's like 2 a.m, so she's still up. I'm like, okay, this is interesting, all right? So I'm going back and forth and messaging her, and the more that I'm messaging her, the more I can tell she's really interested in what I got going on, you know? So I'm like, well, to make a long story short, I sell Rodan and Fields now. And so I have some samples in the back, ladies. You gotta take care of your skin, you know? I'm divorced. Anybody else out there divorced? Yeah. You know what? It's hard, man, and I'll tell you, it's as bad as everybody says it is. But in hindsight, looking back, I do, it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to my ex-wife, you know? I mean, she's thriving, right? We didn't fight a lot, but when we did, it was usually a pretty intense fight, So I can still remember the last fight we had. It was about going away for a weekend trip with the guys. And I just didn't think she should, That's bullshit. Yeah. So I'm dating some now. But it's hard when you date at my age because, little things bother me. We almost broke up, my girlfriend the other day, because she went to get a drink, and I hear this awful noise coming from the kitchen, and she had switched my ice maker to crushed ice. So I'm like, it's probably not going to work, No, she's a good girl. She recently had a birthday. It was a big one. I can't say which one it is specifically because I want to see my next birthday. Let's just say she was born 2.5 score ago, right? So we'll say that. But yes, I had a little party for her, a little thing at a restaurant, told her friends to come, said, hey, don't worry about gifts. It's just going to be, she just loved to see you all, And one of her friends said, man, I can't wait. This is a big one. I'm going to get her a gag gift. And I thought, well, that's great. I give her a gag gift a couple nights a week, and she seems to love those. Yeah. That's her favorite joke. I did tell you, I did give her kind of a late birthday present. We went to the Dominican Republic, which was fun, so I took her on a trip. And, we're riding with the guys. He's taking us from the airport to the resort. And he can't speak any fucking English at all. But she is very, bubbly, always wants to talk. She's very friendly. And so she's playing 20 questions on this 45-minute drive, and it's annoying me because I know it's annoying him because he's like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about right now? And she's like, what is that guy doing? And what's in that building? And what kind of cows are those? And I'm starting to get a little annoyed, And then finally she says, hey, do you guys have Dollar Tree here? I was like, no, Candy, they don't fucking have dollars here. Maybe a peso bush, I don't know, but they don't have Dollar Trees. Yeah. So my girlfriend's name is Candy, and it's short for Candace. All her friends have known her for so long, call her Candy or whatever, which is kind of misleading because as far as candies go, she keeps her clothes on so much, Like, too much, really. She keeps her clothes on a very Candace amount, really, so, yeah. She's a good one. She's a good one. So, it was the first time I'd flown in a while, and I used to fly a lot for work, and flying sucks, man. I mean, And they're not made for big guys. I'm a big guy. I'm like one pack of peanuts away from being seatbelt extender guy, And I try to get exit row seats when I get on to it because I'm tall too, and I want to have a little extra leg room. But it's a serious business now when you get in the exit row. They'll look at you and be like, sir, are you where you're seated in the exit row? Like, who sits in the next row by fucking accident? Yeah, I mean, I planned this shit 3 months ago, paid extra. I'm aware, you know? And she's like, are you willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency? And she's like, I have to have a verbal confirmation from each of you. So you're like, yes, 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 yes. So I lie. I mean, all I know is I could use a little extra leg room in the event that this flight goes exactly as planned, you know? I gotta be honest, I don't know what I'm willing or able to do if this motherfucker falls from the sky. I don't have any special training, I just said yes. I mean, if I gotta step on a baby to make my way to safety, sorry, baby. I'm not a big small talk guy on planes either, so I always, you ever get sat next to that person won't shut up? You know, they just talking to hear themselves talking. They don't understand the dumb shit that's coming out of their mouth. So I'm on this plane and the guy comes up next to me and he's like, so hey man, where you headed? And I was like, well man, I didn't pack my parachute, so probably the same place you are. You know, but I did have one good flight. Flights aren't all bad, you know. I mean, I had one flight, did something I never done before, joined the Mile High Club. Yeah? Y'all heard of the Mile High Club? Masturbation counts. Yeah, it does. I mean, have you been in those bathrooms? It'd be like trying to fuck in an MRI machine. I had a hard enough time doing myself in there. At one point, I had to crack the door open and slide my leg out just to get a good pull, you know? Yeah. Like to give a shout out to my daughter, Cassidy, here tonight. She loves Daddy's jerk-off jokes. Oh, Daddy, you're so silly. So, you know what I'm going to end with? Who wants to hear the first joke I ever wrote? Right? This is the first joke I ever wrote, and I kind of retired it because it is cringy. But, you know, I'm feeling a little sentimental. It's the holidays, and let's fucking get cringy, you know? So I was flying, another time I was flying, and I landed in Atlanta, and I had a tight connection. As a matter of fact, they were boarding my other plane before I got off of this one. But I had to piss, you know, and I was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. So I rushed to the bathroom real quick before I go to the other plane, go to the urinal, you know, unzip, you know, do my thing, zip it up, and I'm out of there, right? And there's a little boy that's standing at the sink with his daddy, and he's like, Daddy, that man didn't wash his hands. No, I did not. I had other shit to do. I got to be honest with you. Unless I get some blowback, I don't wash my hands. I mean, fuck that social convention. I mean, guys don't wash their hands after they take a whiz because they're worried about germs. They wash them so other people won't judge them for not washing their hands. I mean, they don't do that shit at home, you know. I mean, I got to be honest. How can I, in good conscience, expect a young lady to put some in her mouth I got to wash my hands after touching? I mean, you know, and all you girls that was like, oh, he's so gross, you know, you would suck the marrow from her boner. I know you would. Gobble, gobble. Yeah. Gobble, gobble. But, you know, in reality, hey, ladies, I'm going to set your mind at ease. I'll ask the guys. Guys, when you take a shower, where do you spend the most time washing? Sergeant Johnson and the troops get that military spit shine. That's the cleanest part of my body. This whole area, pristine, you know? You could eat off my sack. I'm just saying, you know? I mean, if anything, you should wash your hands before you touch it, right? So, I mean, you've been petting dogs and opening doors, and it's like every one of your boys you fist bump coming in here tonight's touched your shit. That's disturbing. All right, guys, thank you. That's my time.
All right, keep it going for Brian. Yeah.